In these times of uncertainty, we all find ourselves facing challenges we didn't anticipate. Our routines, our plans, and even our sense of security have been disrupted. We're navigating a world where change is constant and the future feels unpredictable. Yet, it's precisely in moments like these that resilience becomes our greatest asset. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about finding the strength to keep going, adapting, and growing in the face of adversity. Now, resilience may seem like a big word, something we often associate with extraordinary people or extreme circumstances, but the truth is, resilience isn't something reserved for the few. It's a quality we all have within us, waiting to be nurtured and strengthened. And in times like these, building resilience isn't just important, it's essential. It's what helps us navigate the storm and come out stronger on the other side. So how do we build resilience? Let's start with understanding that resilience doesn't mean being unaffected by challenges. It's not about denying emotions or ignoring difficulties. True resilience is about embracing reality as it is, no matter how hard or uncomfortable it may be. When we face tough times, we often have a tendency to resist or push against what's happening. But resilience begins when we accept the situation. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means acknowledging what we're up against so that we can figure out how to move forward. Once we accept our reality, we can start to look at the situation with a fresh perspective. We begin to realize that even though we can't control everything, we do have the power to control our response. This is one of the most empowering aspects of resilience, the ability to choose our reaction. In uncertain times, we may not be able to change the circumstances, but we can control how we approach them. By focusing on what we can control, we shift from a place of helplessness to a place of empowerment. Another core part of resilience is adaptability. In times of change, the ability to adapt is crucial. Think about it, life doesn't always go as planned, and rigidly holding on to expectations can lead to frustration and disappointment. Resilient people are flexible, they are willing to adjust their plans and find new paths forward. Adaptability is about being open to new possibilities and not being afraid to take different routes when the road we're on becomes blocked. It's about understanding that sometimes the only way to grow is to let go of what we thought should happen and embrace what's actually happening. Part of building resilience is also learning to manage our stress. Stress is a natural response to challenges, but it doesn't have to control us. Practicing stress management techniques, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or physical activity, can help us keep a clear mind and maintain emotional stability. When we manage our stress, we're better equipped to make rational decisions rather than reacting out of fear or anxiety. Developing resilience means learning how to calm ourselves in the storm, to think clearly, and to act with intention. Let's also talk about the importance of self-compassion in building resilience. Often when things get tough, we can be our own worst critics. We judge ourselves for not handling things better, for not being strong enough, or for feeling overwhelmed. But resilience isn't about being unbreakable, it's about being kind to ourselves in the midst of difficulty. Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our struggles without self-judgment. It reminds us that it's okay to have tough days, that we're human, and that growth doesn't happen overnight. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we give ourselves the space to heal, to learn, and to keep going. Another crucial part of resilience is cultivating a strong support system. Resilient people understand the value of connection. They know that it's okay to lean on others for support. In uncertain times, having people we can talk to, share our fears with, and lean on can make all the difference. It could be friends, family, colleagues, or even a community of people facing similar challenges. We don't have to carry the weight of our struggles alone. Resilience isn't about isolation, it's about knowing when to reach out for help and support. Building resilience also means finding meaning and purpose, even in difficult circumstances. When we face adversity, it's easy to feel discouraged and question the purpose of it all. But resilient people are often those who look beyond the immediate situation and find meaning in the struggle. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? Finding purpose, even in pain, gives us something to hold on to. It helps us see that our challenges are part of a bigger journey, one that can ultimately lead to growth and transformation. A critical part of resilience is maintaining hope. Hope isn't about denying the reality of tough times. It's about believing that, no matter how dark things may seem, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Hope gives us the strength to keep going, to take one more step, even when the path is uncertain. It's the belief that better days are ahead and that we have the power to overcome whatever we're facing. Cultivating hope means looking for the positives, celebrating small victories, and reminding ourselves that tough times don't last forever. It's also important to recognize that resilience is a journey, not a destination. Building resilience takes time and practice. It's not a switch that we can turn on overnight. Each small step we take to cope, to adapt, and to move forward strengthens our resilience. Every challenge we overcome adds to our capacity to handle future challenges. And as we build resilience, we start to see that we're capable of far more than we once thought. Building resilience also teaches us to focus on gratitude. In times of uncertainty, it's easy to dwell on what we've lost or what's going wrong, but resilience is strengthened when we learn to appreciate what we still have. Practicing gratitude shifts our focus from lack to abundance. It reminds us of the small blessings, the moments of joy, and the support around us. When we take a moment each day to acknowledge the positives, we're cultivating a resilient mindset, one that sees possibility even in difficult times. Lastly, resilience is about taking action. In times of uncertainty, it's easy to feel stuck or paralyzed by fear. But resilient people don't wait for the perfect moment. They take action, even if it's one small step at a time. Each action, no matter how small, moves us forward. Taking action is a declaration that we're not going to be defined by our circumstances. We're choosing to shape our future no matter what challenges come our way. So as we navigate these uncertain times, let's remember that resilience is within each of us. It's a skill that we can cultivate and strengthen. Let's embrace reality, focus on what we can control, and adapt to the changes around us. Let's manage our stress, practice self-compassion, and reach out for support when we need it. Let's find purpose in our challenges, hold on to hope, and take action toward a better future. Building resilience doesn't mean we won't face difficult moments or that we won't feel fear or doubt, but it does mean that when those moments come, we'll have the strength to face them, to keep moving forward, and to grow through them. Resilience is what helps us rise after we've fallen. It's what turns our challenges into opportunities and our pain into wisdom. And most importantly, resilience is what reminds us that no matter how uncertain the times may be, we have the power within us to keep going. So let's choose resilience. Let's choose to face the future with courage, to embrace change with an open heart, and to believe in our own strength. Because in the end, it's not the challenges we face that define us, it's how we rise to meet them. Thank you. Ultimately, adaptability helps us maintain our momentum even when the path forward is uncertain. It keeps us moving, growing, and learning, allowing us to not only survive change, but to use it as an opportunity for personal and professional growth. This flexibility is what enables resilient people to navigate tough times with confidence and emerge stronger on the other side. Es us the confidence to move forward. Instead of feeling helpless, we realize that we always have choices, even if they're small. These choices, such as how we manage our time, how we interact with others, or how we care for ourselves, can have a huge impact on our resilience. Ultimately, by focusing on what we can control, we take back our power, build momentum, and remind ourselves that we're not just passive observers in our lives, we're active participants capable of shaping our journey, even in uncertain times. Expectations and opens us to the possibilities of growth, adaptation, and transformation, even in the face of adversity. The future with courage, to embrace change with an open heart, and to believe in our own strength. Because in the end, it's not the challenges we face that define us, it's how we rise to meet them. Adaptability allows us to view setbacks not as dead ends, but as opportunities to try different paths. For example, if a particular approach isn't working due to new obstacles, we might consider alternative methods, reevaluate our strategies, or even adjust our goals if needed. Adaptability is about staying curious, creative, and solution-oriented. Adaptability is a fundamental part of resilience, especially in uncertain times. When things don't go as planned, when we face unexpected challenges or disruptions, rigidly holding onto our original expectations can lead to frustration, stress, and disappointment. Resilient individuals understand that flexibility and openness to change are essential. They know that adapting isn't about abandoning goals or ideals, it's about finding new ways to reach them. When we zero in on our own responses, actions, and attitudes, we begin to reclaim our sense of agency. For instance, while we may not be able to change an unexpected setback, we can control how we react to it. We can choose to approach challenges with a positive mindset, to stay calm, and to act thoughtfully rather than impulsively. By focusing on what's within our control, we create a sense of stability and direction that helps counteract the chaos around us. When we zero in on our own responses, actions, and attitudes, we begin to reclaim our sense of agency. For instance, while we may not be able to change an unexpected setback, we can control how we react to it. We can choose to approach challenges with a positive mindset, to stay calm, and to act thoughtfully rather than impulsively. By focusing on what's within our control, we create a sense of stability and direction that helps counteract the chaos around us. In uncertain times, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by everything that's outside of our control. We may worry about the economy, global events, or the actions of others, all things that we, as individuals, have little power to change. This sense of powerlessness can lead to stress, anxiety, and even paralysis. However, one of the core aspects of resilience is shifting our focus from what's out of our hands to what we can control. Acceptance is empowering. When we face reality, we stop wasting energy on what could have been or should have been, and we start focusing on what is. This focus enables us to allocate our mental and emotional resources to problem solving, finding new paths forward, and ultimately strengthening our resilience. Embracing reality frees us from the weight of focus on what you can control. Embracing reality doesn't mean we give up on improving our situation or that we let go of hope. Rather, it's about acknowledging where we are without sugarcoating the truth or trying to escape it. By accepting our circumstances, we gain the clarity to see the situation for what it is. This honest perspective allows us to assess our challenges, understand what we can and can't control, and begin planning our next steps. The first step to building resilience is embracing reality, no matter how difficult or uncertain it may be. Often, when we encounter unexpected challenges, our instinct is to resist what's happening. We might try to deny, ignore, or wish away our current circumstances, hoping that things will somehow go back to normal. However, resisting reality only adds to our stress and keeps us from moving forward. Instead, resilience begins with acceptance. Self-compassion is a crucial element of building resilience, particularly in challenging times. It involves treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and support that we would offer to a friend or loved one. When we face difficulties or setbacks, it's common to become our own harshest critics. We might berate ourselves for not being strong enough or for feeling overwhelmed. However, this self-critical mindset can be detrimental, leading to increased stress, anxiety, and a decreased ability to bounce back from adversity. Practicing self-compassion means recognizing that struggling is part of the human experience. It encourages us to accept our imperfections and to understand that everyone encounters hardships. By being compassionate toward ourselves, we acknowledge our feelings without judgment. We allow ourselves to feel hurt, frustrated, or disappointed without labeling these feelings as weaknesses. This acceptance is empowering. It provides a safe space for healing and growth. Self-compassion also involves reframing our inner dialogue. Instead of saying, "I should have done better," we might replace that thought with, "It's okay to struggle, I'm doing the best I can." This shift in perspective helps us cultivate a supportive internal environment, making it easier to learn from our experiences and to move forward constructively. Moreover, self-compassion can buffer us against the negative effects of stress and adversity. When we are kind to ourselves, we build emotional resilience, enabling us to recover more quickly from setbacks. This emotional strength allows us to approach challenges with a more balanced mindset, leading to greater clarity and problem-solving ability. In essence, self-compassion is about embracing our humanity. It fosters a positive relationship with ourselves, which is vital for resilience. When we practice self-compassion, we're more likely to take care of our mental and emotional well-being, making it easier to cope with life's challenges and bounce back stronger. Ultimately, by nurturing ourselves with compassion, we equip ourselves to navigate uncertain times with grace and strength. Managing stress is essential for building resilience, especially when navigating uncertain times. Stress is a natural reaction to challenging situations, but if left unchecked, it can cloud our judgment, drain our energy, and even impact our physical health. Resilient people understand that while stress is inevitable, it doesn't have to control us. Instead, they learn to manage it mindfully so they can respond to challenges with a clear and steady mind. Mindful stress management involves practicing techniques that help us stay calm. In conclusion, building resilience in uncertain times is not just a skill, it's a vital life practice that allows us to navigate challenges with strength and adaptability. As we've explored, embracing reality helps us face our circumstances without denial, enabling us to assess our situations clearly. By focusing on what we can control, we empower ourselves and regain our sense of agency, allowing us to respond to challenges thoughtfully. Adaptability plays a crucial role in resilience, reminding us that flexibility is essential when the unexpected occurs. The ability to pivot and adjust our plans keeps us moving forward, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Mindfully managing stress is equally important, as it helps us maintain clarity and composure in the face of adversity, preventing us from being overwhelmed by anxiety. Practicing self-compassion fosters a kind and supportive relationship with ourselves, which is essential during tough times. It encourages us to acknowledge our struggles without harsh judgment, allowing us to heal and learn from our experiences. Ultimately, resilience is about recognizing that while we may face difficulties, we have the power to rise above them. As we embrace these principles, we cultivate a mindset that not only helps us endure challenges, but also enables us to thrive in the face of uncertainty. Let us remember that resilience is a journey, one that requires patience, practice, and a willingness to grow. By embodying resilience, we not only strengthen ourselves, but also inspire those around us to do the same. So as we move forward in our lives, let's commit to embracing reality, focusing on what we can control, adapting to change, managing our stress, and practicing self-compassion. Together, we can navigate these uncertain times with courage, hope, and an unwavering belief in our capacity to overcome. Thank you all for being here today and for your willingness to engage in this important conversation about resilience. Remember, no matter how uncertain the times may seem, we all have the strength within us to face challenges and grow through them. Let's take these lessons of embracing reality, focusing on what we can control, adapting with flexibility, managing stress mindfully, and practicing self-compassion into our daily lives. Together, we can cultivate resilience not just for ourselves, but for those around us as well. Let's continue to support one another as we navigate these times with courage and hope. As we part ways today, I want to leave you with one final reminder: resilience is a journey we're all on, and it's one that grows stronger with every step forward, no matter how small. Embrace the uncertainties, knowing you have the inner strength to navigate them. Remember, each challenge is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Let's go forward with courage and kindness for ourselves and others, knowing that even in the face of change, we are capable of creating our own stability and strength. Thank you once again for being here and for committing to this journey of resilience. Take care, and may you face every challenge with confidence and hope. Goodbye, and all the best to each of you. Even when things are difficult, these techniques can include deep breathing exercises, mindfulness meditation, physical activity, or even simple practices like taking short breaks throughout the day. For example, taking a few deep breaths when we're feeling overwhelmed can help slow down our heart rate, reduce tension, and bring us back to the present moment. This simple act can make a huge difference, allowing us to think more clearly and make better decisions. When we manage our stress mindfully, we create space between ourselves and our reactions. Instead of impulsively reacting to a stressful situation, we learn to observe our emotions without judgment and respond intentionally. This practice helps us stay grounded and prevents us from becoming overwhelmed by fear or anxiety. By keeping our stress levels in check, we're better equipped to handle setbacks and to approach problems with a solution-focused mindset. Stress management is a skill that builds over time. Each time we practice mindfulness, we strengthen our ability to remain calm in the face of challenges. Over time, this resilience in managing stress contributes to a more balanced, healthier mindset, enabling us to handle life's uncertainties with confidence and clarity. In the long run, mindful stress management not only makes us more resilient, but also helps us live happier, more fulfilling lives.